Welcome back, guys. We are going to continue on with this France campaign on the Playtesters build. And unfortunately, I forgot to raid this settlement in the last episode. And it's one of our objectives, so yeah, that's quite annoying. If I was to run there and back again, it'd cost me like a week, so I don't really want to waste a week just to go backwards. So I'll just raid a settlement in the future. So we're going to need to raid 5 settlements. This one's not got any good stuff, so we'll raid that one. This one's bad as well, so might raid that one. This one's probably not so good. What we actually want to go all the way over here to get these convoys. So we're going to go across, get them convoys, and then I'm probably going to end up going this way. If I get that convoy and then come back down this road and then go across to there, I might encounter some stuff, some fights and some settlements and stuff. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go and see what this outpost has got for us. We can enlist some of them. If we add ammo, we could delay the HQ, which is really good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some ammo. I can definitely take it off the cavalry because they don't use it. So we're just going to take some off this guy, and then we can delay the HQ by, well, 2 weeks minus 2 days, so 12 days. I'll take that. Okay. It's about as close as I'm going to bother getting it. Okay, let's carry on. Okay. We've got a 6,000 strong man there. So we should be able to, I say should be able to, we should be able to fight him. The last one was a similar size and we weren't able to fight him. We actually go into negative. That was one thing that I was wondering if we would go into negative or not, and apparently we do. Right, okay. I'm not gonna be able to buy anything, and I don't want to sell anything here as well because it sells for less than it should do. So yeah, this is a good candidate to raid, but I might end up needing to buy some stuff after this battle. So yeah, see how we get on. Oh, did I forget to raid the last village? Oh my god, I am such a dummy. Oh dear. Right, okay. I've run past 2 villages that I needed to raid. Oh god. Right, well, we've got 3 cavalry and a Highland foot and 2 Highland foot. Okay. Well, this isn't going to be easy. They're all provincial, but yeah, this is not an easy fight at all. Can't believe I forgot to raid them bloody settlements. I'm so dumb. Right then. Oh, here's the new city map. I think they've done maybe a couple of these. So you get these city maps if you engage in a fight near the city, which is nice. It's going to be quite brutal fighting in this city. It'd be nice if these didn't come in the city and we could fight from it, but these are definitely going to enter the city. Right, we could get one recruit in here, one up on here. If you're wondering, elevation gives you, if you have 100 elevation, gives you 10% extra accuracy. And cover is 50% of what the cover is, so if it's 50 cover you get 25% less damage reduction. So yeah, if we jump in here, get in here, and then just come across here, I reckon that's as good as we're gonna get for now. We are gonna end up with not being able to get everybody inside. So he can come along here and get a flank in, maybe. They've got 3 cavalry, haven't they? So ooh, it's going to be rough. Their cav are going to basically come and annihilate me on this side, I reckon. Right. Let's come along this hedge line here. Okay. Let's do that. Then here we can do that. And then here. Let's do this for now. And then I'm going to jump up on here once he's engaged this unit. I'm going to need our general around here. And then the cav, I'm just going to use them as a emergency counter attack, but I've got a feeling they're going to come around this way and attack the unit that's not in the city, but we'll soon see. Right, well, let's jump the cav over here for a minute, because their cav is just hanging around at the moment. Good thing is he's not in the city at the moment, so he's not getting the huge cover bonus that I'm getting. He is coming into the city now, though. That's a shame. Yeah, that is a shame. Let's see if we can get up on this hill. Wonder where he's going. I don't get why he's crossing the river and this one's crossing the river this way, like crisscrossing. See if I can get a shot off on him while he's in the river. So there isn't such thing as negative cover in the rivers, unfortunately. Might be something that's going to get added in the future, I don't know. But at the moment all it does is reduce speed. Right, we've managed to pull one cavalry unit over. Let's see if we can get him charging over here. Let's make sure the general's in range of this unit, because he is going to start wavering if he's not. Okay, the cavalry did not continue coming in, unfortunately. That's quite annoying, because I can't win a cavalry on cavalry battle. Well, I can actually, I've got better stats than he has. But it'd be much more efficient if I could get him to charge my braced units, so... Right. Looks like we've got him coming in here. Okay, everything's looking good at the moment, because their cavalry isn't doing anything. If their cavalry was attacking me, flanking me and stuff, it would be a lot more of a problem. At the moment, we're doing alright. Okay, I think I might go and poke the bear. Gotta make sure I put the bayonets on in time. Damn it. Wrong one. Thought I had the cavalry selected. Okay, let's stick these bayonets on and get ready to countercharge. Yeah, it saves so much more manpower doing it that way than using my cav aggressively. Right, who's charging? This guy over here. I have no idea if I can win that fight. Probably not, because I've got cowardly Frenchmen. Let's bring the general over, if I can make it in time. Well, the cowardly Frenchman actually won a melee fight one-on-one. I can't believe it. They were severely weakened, but I still expected them to lose. Are they going to recover? Probably not. I've got a cavalry unit over there that I need to worry about, so let's send him over there. Got another cavalry unit which is kind of trying to make up its mind what it wants to do. Okay, we've got a route there. Wonder if these cavalry are going to charge me. Would have thought so. Got no bayonets on this guy, unfortunately. cavalry are not in position for a counter charge, sadly. That's unfortunate. I didn't see this in time. I don't think they're going to get the bayonets equipped. Oh, we did. Just about. But yeah, probably not going to win that. I don't know. Oh no. I think we're going to be alright. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Apparently I'm charging. Looks like that guy routed before my charge made it, so he just carried on charging. And we won. Happy days. Okay, so we need the ammo, and the ammo is cheaper. Sorry, the reservists are cheaper in the cities than the ammo, so it's actually more cost effective to go for ammo. Even though I will need some conscripts. Okay, what do I need to level these up? I wanted to get Swiss Fusiliers, didn't I? And they're 6, so still need quite a bit more. These are needing 6 as well. And he needs... so that's 5 and 4, so that's 9, that's 11. And he's got better morale and melee. So he's got worse stamina and reload, but he's got more troops as well, 600 compared to 400. Well, this is a terrible tree then. You definitely don't want to go down that tree. Costs more and, I don't know, looks worse to me in almost every sense. So these are terrible at shooting, but really good at... Ah, so we could just stick at the French Dragoons if we wanted. They're not too bad actually, 25 in attacking. They're better than these. These are better at shooting. These are slightly better at melee. And they're slightly better at morale as well. So yeah, these aren't too bad actually, these French Dragoons. So this tree's not very good. And this tree's not very good. So you definitely want to come down here. It's just whether you stay at Dragoons or go a bit further, whether you want melee or shooting. That's my opinion anyway. Let's have a look. We need just one, maybe, of reservists and probably just one of ammo. Yeah, we don't need much. So yeah, that's cool. So let's raid this place before I forget, like I did doing these two. We've got slums down here. Fingers crossed that gives us something nice. So we see that there, headquarters notified. That's a new feature to the game. Basically, as you're raiding, there's a, I think it's about a 20% chance that the headquarters gets notified and the boss comes a day sooner. So if you're really unlucky, that can happen every single day, every single tick. But it should be a 20% chance, so we got it once. We got it twice in 2. So twice in 3. Twice in 4. Twice in 5. 3 times in 6. 3 times in 7. So 3 times in 8. So technically, raiding that just took us 11 days because it was 8 plus the 3 that the HQ is going to come sooner, so yeah, raiding settlements is not something that you really want to be doing unless you actually need it for desperation, if you've run out of gold and provisions, or if you're doing it for the objective. Right, we've got some coffee. Coffee is reload and move speed. Yeah, let's just stick it on one of these. We've got tea, which is accuracy and reload. We've got melee damage received, less stamina. I'm probably going to end up selling a lot of this stuff. Open order accuracy only helps on light infantry. We're going to sell that. These are stamina and move speed. They're not bad, but I need the cash. And then this is really good, so I'm not going to sell this on unless I really need to. So yeah, let's leave it like that for now. I'm just going to quickly run down to these slums. In fact, I might even run all the way down to here and raid this while I'm here. It's not bad, but it's not what I wanted. So this is morale damage and movement speed. Ooh, what's he got? 7,600, that's more than the last one I faced, but we need the experience. We need a little bit of manpower. I think we're alright actually. I think we're in good enough shape to take the fight on. So he's only got one cav, and he's got 2 British foot. Right. Oh, I love this map with the river, although they have started a lot closer to it than me. Well, it's not a lot closer, but it's definitely a little bit closer. Alright, let's see if we can catch them in the river. We basically want to line up so our muskets just manage to reach the river, which should be around about there. You can always do fine adjustments as they start getting closer. Not really sure where to put the cav, so I'll probably just leave them in the centre. We've got the general here. Right. Right, their 2 British foot are both going left. So the recruits are going to be on the right hand side. They're going to be easiest to route. So we'll try and focus over here if we can. Might be worth bringing the cavalry over here then. And then... Are these too close? Let's just stop you. Do kind of want to just be in the hedge. Yeah, let's just do that. Right, their cav is still over there. Oh, I forgot to put the field musicians on. That's a shame. I think I forgot anyway. I don't know. I'm losing me marbles. I've I've been playtesting this game so much that it's easy to forget what you have and haven't done. Are they just staying there? Or are they... Yeah? No, they are moving, they're just stuck in the river. So because they've got their whole division wideways, their speed's gone down to 6, where if they came in at an angle, so like this guy, he's coming in at an angle, well then again he's got virtually all of his division in there as well, he's down at 5. So yeah, the river does slow you down significantly. But if you come in at an angle so that only a bit of your division is in it at any one time, it doesn't slow you down quite that much. I keep saying division, regiment. Let's see if we can shoot him up a bit. I should have moved a lot quicker, I was too busy talking. But this is looking good. We've got them basically in terrible cover. We're up on a hill a bit. We've got some fairly decent cover over here. So yeah, all in all, this is looking alright. Let's see if we can get a charge in here. He should be on 0 bracing. So we didn't take any bracing casualties, which is great. Doing a significant amount of morale damage to him. Let's see if we can put a volley in, speed it up. So yeah, if you can manage to charge a unit that's moving, like I just did there, then they don't get any bracing bonus. So it's much safer. Well, it's perfect to do that. But trying to catch someone who's actually standing, not standing still is quite difficult. They're nearly always standing still. Okay, we've managed to rout one. That's brilliant. Let's see if we can get in the flank over here. Unfortunately, there is a bug at the moment of getting stuck on the routed units. They are trying to fix it, but it's not been an easy fix, so it hasn't got through quite yet, but they are trying. Okay, their cavalry are coming in now. Get bayonets fixed. Might fire a volley into him. Lovely. Let's see how they get on. So we did about 70 casualties from the bracing then, which is huge. But our morale is falling very, very quickly, so I don't think we're going to win that fight there. We're going to have to charge in. Just want to fire this volley off first. In fact, yeah, let's charge in. I was going to let him charge, but okay, we shattered him. That's great. Let's carry on moving over here. Let's move these pair over here. Don't really want to move the general at the moment. Well, then again, I can. If I just move him down here to intercept this fleeing guy, we might be able to rally him. And we've dealt with him. He's not going to be completely shattered, unfortunately. So we'll just have to carry on working on him. Okay, he's actually routing. Let's just tell all of these to come over here. Could do it a little bit prettier, but well, let's do that. Okay, is the general going to be able to rally him? So close. Oh, so close. Not quite though. Would need this guy with his officer over here as well to be able to rally him, but that's not going to happen. See if we can get out of this river. So you can see, as more and more of the regiment moves into the river, the speed goes down gradually. So if you can cross it at an angle like this, you'll be able to cross it a lot quicker than if you went fully into it. Okay, that's him dealt with. We've just got one left now. We've managed to get him to turn. But now the cavalry's gonna eat some fire, so let's move away again. Yeah, him being stuck in the river like this is definitely hindering him turning around. Well, that wasn't too bad. Let's have a look at the stats. Nice, we got an achievement. Okay, we picked up a gun, which we can't sell for 400 because we only sell for quarter. But we can get 100 for it, or we could keep it. Howitzers are incredibly powerful at the moment, but they are getting nerfed because they've been balancing them and they've over-tweaked them a little bit. They can, at the moment, they can wipe out an entire division or regiment in a matter of shots. Okay, so we got 13 or 1400 lost to 28, so that's not bad KD at all. We're gonna take this and then buy some reservists. These are both nice, but I think accuracy and range is probably better. I'll probably sell all of this. Morale and melee. Could keep that for the cav, but probably not. I need that for the cav. Could put the stamina. Don't like the minus move speed though. I could have him as a cavalry division. Go into melee. Cover effectiveness is good if we can get some cover things, but some deployables. But we haven't got any deployables at the moment, so I'll probably just go for the accuracy and range at the moment, because that's what we need right now. I'm just going to reduce him a bit and put it on the horses. Okay. Let's jump in here. We need... Ooh, manpower's more expensive here. I won't buy it here then. And items cost more to sell here, so I won't sell anything here either. I could buy some recruits. We need one. Where are we? So we can't see any towns over here, but there probably will be one. Smaller one that we can't see. Well, I think we should probably raid this place, even though it has got a foundry. We might need this foundry. God damn it. That's quite frustrating, that is. I just thought I might want to go into some artillery with these rather than the Swiss Fusiliers. So I could upgrade him to artillery and buy something. Could get a 12-pound iron gun. Not particularly the best, but not the worst. With the way howitzers are at the moment, I'm incredibly tempted to get one of these. So one change that they've made is instead of the higher the caliber, the more the accuracy, they've actually changed it so the higher the caliber, the lower the accuracy. And then that way it means that to use a higher caliber gun, you need a better trained crew. So you can't just buy the best gun in the game and then you're automatically killing everyone. You do actually need a decent crew to be able to use it. 35, 360, 55 and 40 shell damage. Yeah, so on the face of it, it looks like the howitzer's not that good compared to this unicorn, but it has got a special modifier that it doesn't tell you in the game, which is basically it fires explosive type shells, and so they do an area of effect damage, where the other guns don't have that area of effect damage. They just fire solid shell. So so yeah, on the face of it, they don't look that good. But howitzers are actually pretty damn good. So I might get this howitzer. Obviously, they're not so good at counter battery fire though, because they've got shorter range. Unicorns are basically like a cross between a howitzer and a normal gun. So these are neither here nor there. They're not counter battery or close range. So excuse me. Right, I've made up my mind. I'm buying a howitzer, and I am upgrading him. Looks like I already had a howitzer. So I didn't technically need to buy that, but it is better than this one. £10 instead of £6. But we could upgrade one of these to a cannon and have two, which I'm going to do, seeing as I've got another howitzer here. So we've now got two howitzers, which is great. Okay, let's put the artillery as the generals. Then we can just sit them behind the infantry and provide a permanent boost to them. That has also freed up a load of manpower, because it only takes 150 manpower. So yeah, that's perfect, that is. We still need one more experience for these to upgrade these. I'm going to keep one musket and these for any events that I need them for. May as well equip some stuff, even though I might sell it, like these stamina. Yeah, with the artillery, stamina is actually quite important, because basically they are constantly draining their stamina, and because it costs stamina to reload, and as soon as they've reloaded they shoot, so they're basically permanently using stamina. And once they get below a certain threshold, I think it's 50%, it affects their accuracy. So stamina is actually quite important, even for artillery. Okay, accuracy and reload, yeah, that's fine. I think that'll do for now then. And then I think I will raid this place. We'll probably come across another artillery place, and if not, it's not a big deal, because France aren't really an artillery nation, so yeah, let's raid it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've notified it once. 6, 7, 8. So it cost us 9 days to do that, but we did get some ammo consumption stuff for the artillery, which is really useful. We've got some cover bonus here. Who shall I put the cover bonus on? Let's put it on the decent guy. And then we've got morale and melee damage. It's not terrible. Got morale and attrition. I think I'd rather sell that. And this is the same. Morale and attrition. Okay. So we need to head up towards this convoy here. I want to have a look at that encampment, but that's just out of the way. It's the wrong way at the moment. That's typical. There's another one here. Okay, we've got a city there. Right. For this, we need a spare officer for a light cav. So that cheap officer at the start of the game would have been helpful. Now I actually need to complete... Oh no, it's convoys I need, not outposts, so I don't need to complete it. So I could swap him for a light cav, but I don't know. I mean, I don't like the minus accuracy. I mean, I wouldn't mind a cav, another cav, but they're not exactly best units. But yeah, we are doing a cavalry build. Let's do it. Sod it. Let's do it. Feels bad getting rid of a level 2 officer for this, but... Oh, nice. Oh no, this is the path that I didn't want to go. Oh well, it's not a big deal. It's just not perfect. So these are 40, 30, 55. So they're a little bit better, these ones, but I think it's probably better to keep them as they are and get them higher level, because gaining experience is too difficult. Too time consuming and difficult with cav. Okay, now we may as well come up here and have a look in this town and then raid it before we go over to this convoy. So we don't actually need a unit now because we've just got that cav. So might just... I could sell stuff here. Nowhere else has got the better selling rates that we can see. So it might be worth just selling. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use any light infantry in this campaign. I don't even think France had any, did they? I don't know, I'll have to have a look at it again. Can't remember the tree. Oh yeah, they had them chasseurs, didn't they? But I think I'm going to not bother with light infantry this campaign. Because I want to focus on the cavalry. So we need 450. Yeah, that leaves us with 180. So we can't afford to upgrade and buy a unit. So let's just raid. So we notified it 1 out of 1, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3, 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5, yeah, 2 out of 6. So it cost us another 8 days. This raiding business is costing us a lot of time. Raiding 5 settlements is not easy. It takes so long. If it takes 8 days on average, including the days that it reduces the HQ, then that's 40 days. Jesus Christ. Right, I don't really want to commit too many reservists, but I have actually got some spare at the moment. Sod it, let's do it. Nice. Got 2 civilian items, got some cash. Nice, they're actually quite decent. So let's put this one on here. Accuracy and move speed. He does actually need the move speed, so let's leave it on him. We've got... Shall I take this off so I can put this on? What is it? Stamina, but less move speed. Go on, let's put it on one of these. Ah, we need this cover bonus on these. Go on, let's put them 2 on there. What does he need? He needed 6 experience, did he? 6 levels. Okay, looks like we've got a fight. He's strong, but we've now got some decent artillery, so I fancy my chances. Ah, he's actually got 2 artillery of his own. Okay. He's actually a lot stronger than I expected because he's got 3 cav and 2 artillery, which is obviously not many men. And he's got 2 times British foot. Oh god. Okay, this is going to be quite painful. Quite painful indeed. We've only got 4 infantry regiments now because we've upgraded the others. Oh dear. Okay. So we finally got some artillery. Right. So obviously we're on the city map, so it would make sense if we jumped into the city. There's a big marshy pool here, which is not exactly ideal, but if we set up along here, should be okay, I think. Or we could set up along here. That's probably a better option. It's going to be a bit challenging to get the cannons in a safe position. Cannons take an accuracy penalty if they're inside a city or forest, so we don't particularly want them there. We could do with having them here, really. Just, yeah, probably just here, actually. Maybe even just here. So we're going to need them across there. We may as well keep the cavalry here to protect the cannons. And the general here, making sure nobody breaks. So, just keeping them on the flank at the moment, the cavalry, because I'm obviously quite exposed here. And the artillery's here, so I don't like how exposed we are there. Don't want them reaching my artillery. Got a nice little towny bit here and here. Oh, that's nice. Got a big cathedral. I think that's new. Don't remember seeing that before. Right, we need to deploy the cannons. So it looks like they've got huge range on their cannon. What have they got? A 6-pounder. Okay. So we are going to eat our... oh dear. They're targeting our cavalry. Right, let's see if we can get out of there. We are going to eat some casualties. There's not much we can do about it. Is he still targeting? I don't think so. Right, let's have a look, see what's happening over here. They've got 2 provincial cav over here. Got 1 in reserve protecting the cannons. They're lining up because this is a new thing as well. They have put in a defensive AI where if they've got superior artillery to you, or at least superior range artillery, then they'll just sit there and not attack. So as you can see, we're out of range and they're just shelling us. So we've got 2 different decisions that we can do here. We can leave our cover and advance towards them. This isn't bad cover across this fence line. So we could leave the cover, get a bit closer, push the artillery up a little bit. Or, and this is a controversial decision, sit there and eat the artillery until they run out of ammo. So, as you can see, the ammo goes down pretty quickly. So we'll end up taking around about 400 losses from this gun. And about, what's that, 6 times 300, so we're going to take about 700 losses by just sitting there and eating the artillery. Which is a lot, but if we move out, we'll get closer to their artillery, we'll take even more losses. Because the damage scales the closer you are. So, yeah. It's a controversial decision, but I think I might just sit here and eat the cannon fire until they've run out of ammo. Because once they run out of ammo, they will come forwards to attack. Or at least they should do anyway. But I think what I might do is try and provoke them into moving. Don't think it's going to work, and to be fair, they've actually got 3 cavalry to my 2. But mine are superior cavalry. Or at least one of them is, anyway. Okay, we've got them moving. So now our artillery can start doing some damage. I want this cavalry to break away from these infantry, so I'm not getting shot to ribbons by the infantry while I engage with the cavalry. So that's the hope anyway. Let's see if he carries on following us. These look like they're definitely gonna engage us, which is nice. .91 from a single volley, that's nice. Looks like he missed entirely on his first volley though. So yeah, that's the thing with artillery. Sometimes they can just get bad RNG and just miss entirely. And obviously, if you're unlucky, you can miss entirely 5 times in a row, 10 times in a row. Obviously, it's not statistically expected, but somebody's charging. Is that the cavalry? That's good. Let's jump in and see if we can take both of these cav down. Okay, this one's going to regroup, which is a little bit annoying. So let's see if we can finish him off. I'm not happy about getting so close to that infantry though, so let's get out of here. We've managed to rout one of them entirely, and the other one's taken significant casualties, so it's a good start. Obviously I've taken quite significant casualties as well. But all in all, this is looking good because we've got 99% cover in all across the board pretty much. The Irish Fusiliers haven't quite, but they've still got 50% cover, so we've got much better cover than they have. This guy's actually got fairly decent cover. In fact, he's got 75. He must have yeah, he's got cover base 10. And I don't know if Brits get a cover bonus as well, I'm not sure. I haven't used them yet. So this British foot just looks like it's going to carry on chasing us, so... when you're using cavalry to just move around, don't move with sprint on, because they regenerate the stamina. As you can see, he's already regenerated 4. So they regenerate the stamina if then you haven't got sprint on, even while moving. So regenerate it while you're outside of combat. Make sure you turn sprint off. Ooh, this is dangerous here. One shot from this red coat and this artillery is going to go down, so let's get both artillery firing at him, see if we can deal with him. Yeah, we just did a nice amount of damage to him. Look how much damage we've done. 560 and 390. This is going to get nerfed, so these aren't the numbers that you will see in the final build, but they're only going to nerf it slightly because they do want them to be powerful short-range guns as opposed to counter battery, which is what most people use artillery for. Oh no, we've got cavalry coming in. Oh, this is going to be gross. Right, let's put the bayonets on. Let's hope I survive. Might need to charge a general in. I don't really want to have to resort to that, but oh, that was nice. A lovely volley. Okay, take these bayonets off again now. Now he's slightly out of range here. We need some better guns. And he's out of range here. How long has they been out of range? Have I been sitting there while they've been out of range for that entire time? Well, he's taken damage, so probably not. It's so easily done though, not realising you're out of range. That's why I always try to go for long range guns, just to stop my dumbass from not really realising that I'm just sitting there out of range. Okay, we've dealt with him, that's good. Now we need to deal with him, because he's getting dangerously close to flanking us. We've got a cavalry coming in. So, oh, we haven't got any bayonets on this guy, that is unfortunate. But we are going to get a bracing bonus. It's almost 100. Yeah, it'll be 100 by the time they hit, so... Still probably gonna... Well, then again, his morale's quite low. We're gonna do a significant amount of damage, but are we gonna win the fight? Might have to charge in with the cavalry. Oh no, we're okay. We're okay. Okay, is he gonna regroup? He is. We need... he's not gonna shoot. Oh, he is gonna shoot. Nice. Is that enough? That's the question. It might be enough to stop him from returning again. Oh no, these two both broke. What happened there? No, the general didn't die. Oh, that's devastating. Right, he needs to get back in cover. Well, at least he regrouped. Need to get our general over. See if we can regroup the other guy. Oh god, that's terrible news, that is. Let's turn him around. We probably need to charge in pretty soon, because he's getting close to hitting the artillery. Oh, we're not going to be able to recover him. Oh dear. This is looking like it might be a defeat. Right, who is charging? It's ours. That's alright then. They've also changed it now so dragoons will fire off carbines as they're charging, which is nice. Unfortunately he routed and he's just about won. He is out of the fight completely now. But we are going to be able to get rid of that British foot. So, one thing as well. I don't know whether this is a new edition or if it was in the demo as well, but you can get quite significant friendly fire from your cannons. So, don't fire your cannons into hand-to-hand combat. Oh, this is not good. I've let the bloody general get in range of getting shot. That was a mistake. I thought he was an infantry unit. That was dumb. I need to try and rescue him. Okay, let's get him over, see if he can finish him off. He has cracked him. Let's see if I can take out the artillery. Don't know how much ammo the artillery's got left. Oh, the artillery, this one anyway, has fled. So that's another thing they've changed. Basically, as casualties happen, so as the whole morale goes down for the army, it actually affects the individual units now. So even though you've done no damage to the artillery, they might flee because they've got low morale. I don't think this guy's actually fleeing, and I don't think he is. They're just moving off the field because they haven't got any ammo. But they will break from the army losing morale, not just the individual regiment losing morale, which I think is a nice addition. Oh, this isn't looking good. I wonder if the cannons can save the day for us. Not sure what these hussars can do. They've only got a tiny bit of morale, and if I hit anybody who's braced, they'll just crumple immediately. We've got these Irish here. They need to come across, but... Oh, nice, he's regrouped. Right, we're safe. We're safe. I was thinking, without this guy, we're going to struggle. Oh, no, he's just... Oh, he keeps routing and then getting back in the fight because he keeps falling back into the general's radius. So I need to keep the general close enough to prevent him from routing, basically. It's quite funny, that was. Okay, he's out of ammo, but he's done 849 kills, which is insane. And he's done 953. Yeah, 849 for a £6 howitzer. That is so good, but obviously it's going to get nerfed. Right. I don't know whether to risk going in with the hussars, because I don't want them to get shattered or, you know, entirely lost. So I'll probably just let the infantry and the artillery finish the job for us. He is actually moving around. There we go. Nice. Well, that battle was incredibly touch and go. It's all down to the morale as well, because we've still got quite a significant amount of men left. It's just the morale is so weak for these Frenchies. Right, we did take 2,500. Yeah, 2,500 casualties though, so I might have to just take the conscription. Right. The Tarlers would give us 1,000 reservists. We've got 1,000, so yeah, it might be worth doing this because we need the ammo. Yeah, it's still worth doing this then because we still need the ammo. Basically, buying ammo is expensive, so you always want to take this so you don't have to buy the ammo, really. Well, we only used 300 ammo there, that's promising. The cannons, at the moment, are really cheap on ammo, but we are looking to change that because these are far too cheap. 20 ammo compared to 120. Or look at this one, 160 ammo for these recruits, 20 ammo for these howitzers. It just doesn't make sense, so we are looking into changing that. Okay. Got a saddle, which is movement speed and melee. We need to put this Tompion on, so let's put it on here and then put him on there. We could use this ammo consumption, but I would rather sell it. And this is stamina, but we've used all of our slots for them at the moment. We could put it on the cav though, temporarily until we sell it. Okay, we need this convoy over here. So let's run out over here. This is all marsh, so we're going to have to run back again. Yeah, so run out over here, then run back and down here, then up to this and down there, and then down to here and across here. But this episode has gone on for quite a while, so we're going to call it a day here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Join me again in the next one, where we will carry on and see how far we get. Cheers for watching, take care, I shall see you soon.